Hey, everybody. It's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. I've got something very interesting. This is about an 8-minute conversation that took place over a longer period of time in a live space that was hosted by Vet. And we have Mr. I and Dark Horse talking with Vet following up. The big question is, did Ripple give up on XRP? Or does this digital asset, as explained by Vet, have an amazing ability to perform an AutoBridge function on the DEX? And yes, I kind of agree with this statement that he made. Maybe there was a little too much expectation for what XRP could do. Yeah, wonderful space, guys. And after you listen to this, you'll know why I'm looking forward to the live. All right, everybody, do enjoy. Until next time, take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.
Earlier today, I saw what you said. You said Monica Long posted her thing. She says we use stablecoins and XRP for liquidity or payments, and we've used USDT or USDC, but going forward, we will be using RLUSD. And you said, now doesn't everybody see that they've given up on XRP? How did that statement that she said resonate with you at all, that they're not using XRP? To me, that was, we're not using any of those other stable coins anymore. We're going to be using RLUSD for the portion that we use the stable coins for.
They've given up on XRP. The XRP is just a bridging token now.
Dark
Mr.
Horse, you've lost the plot, Dark Horse. You have to
No,
cross-border liquidity
Hold on. I listen to you.
payments.
I listen to you. Let me finish off my statement
This sounds like a cash argument. Oh boy.
It's all good, Mr. I. Listen to me. They've given up on XRP. XRP is still the bridging currency. It's just the actual move now for Ripple is the stable coins.
Dark Horse, when you say they've given up on XRP, I don't think you know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't think you understand what I'm talking about.
All right, so what do you mean they've given up on XRP?
What's left for XRP? What is left for XRP now? It's the bridging token, right? It's there, it's done, it does its job, that's it. Now they've moved on to the stable coins to finish off the payment system. That's it.
So you think cross-border liquidity is a smaller market than cross-border payments?
Where do you think the most liquidity is going to come from going forward with the RLUSD?
Dark Horse, you have to study cross-border liquidity versus cross-border payments. Totally different. It's going to blow your mind, Dark Horse. Maybe I'll do a live.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not entirely different at all.
Oh, they're different, Dark Horse. Cross-border liquidity versus cross-border payments. I'm going to do a live for you. I'm going to throw some articles
cross-border?
up and point to them.
They're not. Yes, the Nostra Vostra accounts, Mr. I. Regardless, the Nostra Vostra.
Don't be a conspiracy theorist with the Nostra Vostra. Come on, Dark Horse.
No. That's how equity works. That's how any investment bank works. It's Nostra accounts.
Dark Horse, I want you to study for 24 hours cross-border liquidity versus cross-border payments, and then we're going to reconvene.
Okay.
All right. We'll do a live together.
Yeah, okay, Mr. I.
That would be awesome, actually. Both of you alive.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. That'd be sick.
Can't wait.
But still, there is no more movement with XRP. That's it. The focus will be stablecoins now. Stablecoins, payments itself, and the constant movement of the sale of XRP into areas of low liquidity. That's it.
I think the whole XRP, I think there was just too much expectation for what XRP can do anyway. Like, I think people thought, if you do cross-border payments for XRP, right, that at any trade this is being done, which is not true, right? Like people thought. So when I posted, hey, XRP is only used as a bridge mechanism when it is helping you to give you a better conversion rate, right, on the DEX, then it's being used. If I can trade US dollar euro directly, and it is the best rate on the DEX, then XRP is not used. Like the XRP ledger doesn't force it just for the sake of it. And people took really offense with that, and it was like, oh no, it always does. It's like, no, it does not. Only when it's needed. And the interesting part of it is that it's not bad, because you will have a bunch of assets who will be very, very liquid, but you will have a ton of, that's what they call the long tail of assets, a ton of like asset pairs that are not as liquid. And this is where auto bridging and XRP, let's say, as a bridge currency, what people always say, this is where it really plays out. But not for these major pairs like USD Euro, like the major pair.
High liquidity.
Maybe not directly.
High liquidity for USDT, because USDT is out there. USDC is starting to grow the liquidity itself. But when you're looking at the XRP, I remember asking David Schwartz a question in this space. It's recorded. It's out there. I asked David about low liquidity zones and if it was still incentivized. Can you remember that question? I asked if they were still incentivized in low liquidity areas where XRP has low liquidity, and he said yes, they still are actually incentivized in the low liquidity zones. That's what we're talking about with liquidity for XRP. And the thing is that they are selling their actual XRP tokens into low liquidity zones to make sure that there is availability of liquidity in those areas. But there's different types of liquidity, right? Me and you, we think liquidity as in how much money is in our banks. Liquidity is actually how many people are willing to actually buy and sell in that area.
Correct.
So the definition of liquidity, when we're talking liquidity, needs to be actually clearly defined when we're talking about what liquidity rails are. And what Mr. I was talking about there with cross-border liquidity and what was it, cross-border payment liquidity? They're kind of in and of themselves. They're the same thing. Because you still, if it's a cross-border payment, it's down to somebody being on the other side to receive the payment. And if it's cross-border liquidity, again, it's somebody on the other side to either buy or sell. But it really depends on what Mr. I is defining as liquidity.
With payments, the role of XRP is to like cut out the fees basically and the costs. But then you have the other issue of liquidity, and like the geopolitical situation is getting worse. The disparity between currencies is getting worse. So there needs to be a liquidity pool for currencies to pass through, and that's what XRP is for.
So the actual thought process with this is the following. You have something like, let's say, XRP, okay? And people know the properties of XRP, as it has no issuer, there's no account that is controlling it in terms of it can freeze it or something, like nobody can freeze your XRP, that's impossible. If you hold it self-custody, obviously. And the idea is that this asset, XRP, is very much sought after for people who want to market make XRP on the DEX, okay? And by having an asset that is able to be used as a liquidity hub, essentially, all these assets around it can be traded against it in one hop away, okay? Because of auto bridging. They can, I have to emphasize, they can, not they have to. They only do it if the DEX says, hey, you need to use XRP here and auto bridging to give you the better liquidity, okay? But if it's not the case, then XRP is not used. XRP is not always used in all trades. That is very important to understand. The XRP ledger is differentiating between, okay, you are trying to convert asset A to asset B, right, in low liquidity or whatever, and if it's better to go through XRP, right, then it will do it. If XRP is not the better case, then it will not do it. Okay, we'll just do the direct pair. And this is a very interesting use case, and I think this is a very powerful use case because usually you cannot have such a central role where you can take liquidity and use it whenever you need it. It's like very, very isolated. The question, not the question. The use case for this is very much dependent on a lot of volume. You need to push a lot of volume, and you have a lot of pairs that are used on the XRP ledger to actually, see the utility of it. If you have no usage, then this is you don't see the utility of this very awesome feature of the XRP ledger, auto bridging. It can get very complicated on the DEX, but bottom line is the XRP ledger is always trying to give you the best rate. That is always the case. It always tries to give you the best rate for your trade, and with all the tools it has, auto bridging, whatnot. Okay,